Hello and welcome to Trance Tuesday. That's what I'm going to call it. And I'm going to go live on all these social media platforms. We're live right now on my Facebook group. If you haven't joined that yet, it is the Hypnotic Mind Shift for executive leaders and entrepreneurs and people just like you. So if you'd like to join that group, let me know and I'll drop you the link. Also on Chuck DeBroder, my personal professional profile, and that personal professional profile is based on the power of the mind and hypnosis. Now, as many of you know, I'm the hypnotic weatherman. I was on TV for many, many years, 25 years, and I've been a hypnotist for the past 18 years, almost 19 now. And I was doing both at the same time. If you're just now getting in here, today we're going to talk about your true value. And I'm going to give you a story as well to kind of get you to think about your true value and how our perception is not our perspective of what our true value is. If you're here, put hashtag live and just give our streaming service permission. And I believe we have populated across all the platforms. So here we go. Now, here's a story about graduation. And man, we're about ready to come up on another graduation here in a few months of more students from high school, from college. But a father came to his daughter and said, "Hey, you graduated with honors. I had bought this car for you a while back. And as we bought this car for you, we realized that you couldn't drive it yet. We wanted to save it for your graduation. And so here's what we did. We put it away in storage, and he took her to the car. It was all covered in dust in like a barn or like a storage facility, and said, "Hey, this is your car." And she said, "Well, thank you." But he says, "I know it's a little bit old. So I want you to take this car down to the used car lot and see how much money they will give this car. How much is it worth to them?" And this young lady who just got this car for graduation present took this car. It was a Nissan Skyline R34. Took this car down to the dealer, and the used car dealer said, "Hey, I'll give you $1,000. The car's pretty old." So the girl went back to her father and said, "Hey, Dad, the used car lot says they'll only give me $1,000 for this car." And he said, "Well, now I want you to take this car to the pawn shop and see how much money the pawn shop will give to you for this car." So she said, "Okay." So she went to the pawn shop, and you know, pawn shops, I don't know if you've ever been to one. I had to pawn a few things back in college as I was learning my priorities in life, right? And so pawn shops don't offer you much. Pawn shop owner said, "Oh, I'll give you $100 for that old car," right? So then she came back, told her dad, "Hey, only $100. That was the offer for the pawn shop." So he said, "Hey, I want you to take it to the car club that's meeting today." And she took this car to the car club, and she got three offers of over $100,000 for this car. Now remember, she took it to the used car lot, only $1,000 offer. Took it to the pawn shop, it was even worse, $100 offer. But she took it to the car club, And these guys knew what she had, and they said, "Hey, I'll offer 102,000." Another guy said, "I'll offer 110," and another guy said, "I'll offer $120,000 for this Nissan Skyline R34." And the reason it is worth so much is because it is a very rare car model. So she came back to her dad all excited and said, "Wow, I got 3 offers over $100,000 each offer." And she said, should I sell it?" And he said, "Well, I wanted to show you this because I knew the offer and I knew what the car was worth. Sometimes in life, you're at the right place at the right time where people really appreciate your value." Now, think about that. Sometimes in life, you're at the right place at the right time where people appreciate your value. Now, if you're at the wrong place and people do not appreciate your value, don't get angry. Just know you're at a wrong place and people don't know your value. So you keep on going until you find the right place. Now, a lot of us don't know our value. And with my hypnotic mind shift program, I help you see your value. Once you appreciate and boost your self image, your self confidence, your self esteem, especially in business, you're going to find the right place at the right time where people will appreciate your value. So, that girl who graduated with honors had a smart dad, and he taught her the lesson that not everyone's going to see your value. And don't stay in the wrong place where you're undervalued. Search for the right place where people will appreciate your true value. And yeah, I looked it up right now. The average Nissan Skyline R34 car is going for over $124,000. And I saw some classic car places selling them for 150. Of course, they're going to mark it up. But those places know the car's true value. And the big question is, do you know your true value? Would you like to find out? How about a complimentary true value consultation call? That's what I'm going to call it. And we will listen to your challenges in business, in life, and then figure out how we can get you to the right place at the right time where people will appreciate your value. So that has been my Trance Tuesday for today. And I appreciate everyone coming along. We do have a comment here. And we have Maria. Maria says that actually helps a lot. Maria Nieto, thank you. Thank you very much. And again, if you joined a little bit late, I talked about a father who gave his daughter a car for graduation. She went to the used car lot, got $1,000 offer, went to a pawn shop, got a $100 offer. Then she went to a car club and she got 3 offers over the $100,000 mark. And she came back to her dad and he said, I knew how much this car was worth, but I wanted to show you that if you're at the right place at the right time with people that know your value, that's where you should be. Because if you stay stuck in a place where people don't know or appreciate your value, then you're just wasting your time. You might as well be looking for a place that appreciates your true value. And this goes in relationships, in health, and in wealth, especially in health. With your health, you need to get 3 estimates, 3 opinions, right? The neurologist is going to think it has something to do with your brain and kind of mold that challenge that you have, you know? And each doctor with each specialty is going to mold it to his specialty. And especially with car mechanics, you may want to go to 5 or 6, you know, just to get the right quote. And to be in that right place at the right time, it's all the difference in the world. And there's so many actors out there that are phenomenal, even better than some of the actors that have received Oscars and awards. And you know what good actors say? Man, I was in acting classes with people that blew me away, but I just happened to be at the right place at the right time. So here's wishing you to be at the right place at the right time. And again, I'm giving a free true value consultation, complimentary on me. I'll give some of the same value and tips and tricks that I give my clients. And also, if you're ready to make the next step, I got 2 calls. I got 1 call during this live right now. I'll have to call back, where I had a guy who's been watching my material for months, been messaging me on Facebook, finally said, Chuck, I'm making an appointment for Friday. And if you want to do that, we'll work something out for you as well to make sure you can get into the hypnotic mind shift transformation program, something I've developed over the last 18 years. All right, sending out positive vibrations on this Trance Tuesday. We'll talk to you again real soon. Thank you all.